What up, Tin Man? Appreciate the like and the share. Anybody that didn't pay attention just yet, we're not going to be streaming tonight. I tried to cut my thumb off. So we're going to take an evening of bullshitting, smoking. So what's up, everybody? Start talking. There's 5 of you in here. If I can't game, y'all can talk.
Question and answers.
Find me them scissors to cut these hospital bracelets off. I can't do these things no more. What's everybody being so quiet for?
Because they're not used to you just wanting to talk.
Right, we don't ever sit and bullshit. That's the problem. Well, hold up. Let me see if I can find it here. Where's that fucking thing I cut off your goddamn phone? I cut this pop socket thingamajigger off of her phone. And was using a razor blade because it's got one of them double-sided sticky 3M things on it. And I was pushing the razor blade through and holding the phone, and it just bloop. I ended up cutting all the tendons and stuff in my thumb and that artery on the side, Tin Man. Went to the hospital. They temporarily stitched it up with 7 stitches until the morning, until I can get into the surgeon. What up, Rob?
Bro, you seriously getting on the game right now?
No, I'm on there live just bullshitting and smoking. I got on there. No gaming tonight, just bullshitting, so.
Bro, you can't be playing.
Now, if I can, I'm going to try to game later. But it's going to be a little bit hard because I can't use that thumb.
And she's going to be here at 8:15.
Man, I know you don't take pills, but bro, she didn't.
He took one.
I took one of them. I just took one of them just a minute ago.
Bro, listen, I'm really praying for you right now because you're tough at, you want to be tough, but bro, losing your thumb.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a pain in the ass. If I find out in the morning whether or not I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, papers
Your
is taking
thumb
it.
and your pinky toe are the 2 most important on your hands and your feet.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm still trying to figure out, because if they take it, they're going to have to take it not at the first knuckle. They're going to have to take it all the way back.
Oh no, they'll nub it. It'll be all over.
Right. Well, it's going to be like they're going to have to take it where it's at now. Like I cut to the second knuckle, so they're going to have to go back further than that second knuckle.
Oh, God, you must have fucking. What was you doing? Holding the fucking thing and like.
Well, what I had the razor blade in the fucking end of the razor knife, and I was holding the phone, slicing up underneath this pop socket thing she had, and it just fucking just straight gave away and slipped. Well, as soon as it gave away, there was no stopping it, and it fucking skinned my thumb from the thumbnail all the way down.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh yeah, like Olivia tried to clean the blood up off my desk so it didn't stain it and all that, but like I bled through the mat. The money that's underneath my computer mat's covered in blood. The floor's got it. My brand new shoes covered. Like I got that motherfucker like go. Did you watch the live?
Which one?
I posted up a live earlier of where I cut that motherfucker. I took the gauze off and showed it a little bit, but I didn't open it up, and it just started pouring.
Yeah, I seen that where it was just gushing out.
Right. Just remember, you won't be hitchhiking with that thumb. No, but I may be able to shove it up her ass while I got this splint on it.
You're not shoving it up my ass.
Hey, you was trying to do a live while they were sewing it?
Yeah, dude, I wanted to fucking do it live while they were sewing it and shit, and the bitch was like, well, you can't be recording me giving you stitches and shit. And they're worried about it because there's no blood running to my thumb. I cut the main artery, Rob, and it's already turning black. It was turning black before they even started stitching me up.
That's a bad thing. I mean, it's not not getting circulation.
Right. She said there's no blood whatsoever going to my thumb. It's already going.
24 hours is a long time for that.
Right, and that's what I couldn't understand is why didn't you just call that fucking surgeon in right now to try to fucking do something, you know?
You don't have top-notch insurance.
Come on in. What? See, they should have went ahead. If they're going to take my thumb, they should have just did it now. Why are you making me suffer and wait 24 hours before you cut my thumb off?
Wait, they're gonna cut it off?
They might be.
They might have to in the morning. Oh, I fucked it up bad, dude. Like,
Oh my god.
this is black. This is all black.
Like it's dead.
Like, yeah, like, I took that razor blade. Imagine slicing from here all the way down against the bone.
I saw the video. That shit
Right.
looked nasty.
Oh, dude, it was
It
bad.
looked deep as fuck.
I'm gonna smoke with y'all, man. I'm gonna go live. I'll go live with you, smoke with you.
All right, but I'm in here if you want to jump in the chat with us.
Oh, I will. I'll go to my computer.
All right, but
All right, bye.
look first the head and now the thumb. Next gonna be, dude. Tin Man, I gotta quit telling her no. No penis, I got split in the head. No dessert, she tries to cut my motherfucking thumb
You're
off.
fucking stupid. Stop telling people I did
Like,
it.
she keeps beating on the elderly. I don't know what to do here. Like, it's a perfect case of elder abuse.
That shit nuts, bro.
It ain't even it's a little hook thing. Like, hold on. I swear to God, that motherfucker was sitting right here. Olivia might have picked it up when she cleaned up all the blood, though. But,
How bad did you bleed out?
oh, dude, I'm talking pouring and pouring. I lost so much blood out of it, I was lightheaded and shaking in the emergency room, in the waiting room.
I saw that as you was trying to uncover it. Your hand was a little shaky.
Oh, dude, it didn't stop shaking. Like, I'm still shaking from it.
What
That
you do?
it's that
Scrub
bad.
it up? Scrub it off the carpet?
Well, off the carpet, off my mat. Like, she did a good job trying to clean everything up. But remember the day I hit the fucking counter in your bathroom for the seizure?
Yeah.
She cleaned that up too. So
Are you live right now?
Yes.
that I am. So watch what you're saying.
Word. Yeah, I remember that day. We heard a big thud.
Straight elder abuse, Tin Man.
Well, I didn't hear a thud. They heard a thud.
Okay, so hold on. This was Little Nug. This is the one that that I told you I got really high, and he jumped in the fridge, and we were looking for hours for him.
Hold it. I can't see it until you stop hitting fast forward.
Well, because that's just the end part that you gotta watch. That's Ajax. That was my mutt. There was my big bull mastiff. The one that bit me right here. Watch.
We'll have to check the gauze here. In a
Obviously, that's Nate's dumbass, but watch the cat. It was one of them AFV moments. Ready?
Really? Alright, hold on. Let's get Rob on here because Rob just went live too. At least I think Rob hit live. He's supposed to be going live. Right, somebody call APS for me.
Nah, bitch, go on somewhere. He ain't even fucking coming after.
What the fuck?
Me talking shit.
You always be talking
Look at
shit.
Harmony! Or
No,
Harper!
I was about to say that is not
Look
Harmony.
at Harper! She was so junky!
Alright, where's Rob at? I ain't seen him on. That's what. See, I don't know if I can do anything about that for them making me wait so long before they even, you know. She was like, well, I called up the surgeon. He wants to see you in the morning, but because we're waiting until morning, we're going to put you in a splint. That way you don't use your thumb. Like, I'm not going to use my thumb, lady. I'm not going to just stick it up there and let somebody sit on it or something, you know. I'm going home.
Oh, Martha Rankin.
Like, even Middletown Regional wasn't that bad, and they was fucking horrible. Like, you don't make somebody sit and wait, especially when you already talking about them losing their shit.
Well, I guess they gotta wait till it opens.
Well, no, they could have called that surgeon in, right?
Yeah, he
if
was
somebody
on
was in an
call.
auto accident, you lose an arm,
They have to.
Like, they have to have a surgeon there. He was the on-call surgeon.
Oh.
Well, instead of wanting to do this tonight and take care of it tonight, motherfucker wants to stay at home on his motherfucking couch and watch TV, and he'll just see me in the morning. So do I get to sue you in the morning when you cut my thumb off because I waited for 12 more hours? Right.
Fuck that.
I didn't. It's when I'm not using it, I actually roll it up to the top and tack it up, because this behind me, I don't know if you've ever paid attention, Rob. This is a 3 or 4 bay window. There's more windows going that way.
What, Rob Meadows?
Yeah. So I've actually got these, which are the blackout, and then I've got the green screen that drops down on top of the blackout. Yeah, I was not planning on doing that at all tonight.
So what was you trying to do?
Take off my...
She
it
had
wasn't
this
even
thing.
a pop socket.
It's a little hook that's attached
my
just like a pop
keychain.
socket.
Right.
And that's what it is a pop socket, except for it being an actual pop socket. It was a little llama keychain. So she could hold the keychain, and it holds the phone, you know. Yeah. I was taking that off of the back of it.
Well, at least
Would
you
it
know.
slipped off or something?
Well, I went through.
At least you know.
I finally got through it. Well, when I got through it, it just whoop.
Oh, wow.
Right.
At least you know my box cutters work.
They don't work while you're at work, though.
Yeah, they do. They get the job done. Why do you think I have so many of them?
Use them, so you know what I'm saying, for them to work.
Really? Because you couldn't do my job, Dallas.
What?
I mean,
Hi, welcome to Dollar General.
That's
not the
all
right
I
way,
do.
but maybe they'll hook me up. Maybe I'll
Way
get
more
something
now.
like Havoc's old lady has, one of those.
You carry-
yeah.
you pick up them-
can't fucking trace
You
the
pick
part-
up them boxes of bleach and all that, and tell me how you feel at the
And
end
the
of the
rude
day.
ass.
Fuck
I
those
mean,
customers.
The rude customers don't get to me that bad. There was only one time I mouthed back to a customer, and that was because she tried to I coughed all over the counter, and I cleaned it up, and then she still tried to say some shit, and she's like, well, can you get your manager? And I said, sure in the fuck can, bitch, and walked away. Oh, and then I got smart with this other chick, one other chick too, because she tried to say I stole her money because her card declined for $2. And she's like, well, you must be new. And I'm like, definitely been here more than 6 months. Now, Lacey, on the other hand, Lacey be snapping at them, and she's the manager, dude.
She's the manager.
But she also chases people down out the store when they steal, and you're not supposed to do that.
So what?
Now, see, that'd be a good
If
idea,
you're long
Rob.
gone by the police, police gets there.
Nope. She
But,
chased this.
right, your problem is going to
She
be
chased
figuring
this
out what your
16-year-old
subject
who
matter be,
stole
what
wine
to talk
a
about
block down the
bullshit
street and
with.
caught her.
I did that interview the other night with our soon-to-be mayor, and that actually got a hell of a reaction, over 15,000 views already. And it's been right about 48 hours, roughly.
You're in the Twitch comments.
He's
I get
just
all of them.
multi-streaming.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You get them all in one.
His
Yeah.
Prime's paid. I
I
forgot to
paid
pay
for
mine.
Prime. So instead of just streaming to Twitch, I'm streaming to Twitch, to Facebook,
have
to
Prime.
YouTube.
Did you buy
Not
Prime?
Amazon Prime.
Oh, they mean the
No. OBS or
the
Steam
premium one or
Streamlabs
whatever.
Prime.
Right, no. You're buying shit from them. This is OBS. This
Okay.
is completely different.
You have to buy
Oh, okay.
OBS Prime.
But
Oh.
as we're sitting here talking, I've got Rob and Tin Man and them on Twitch. Well, I've got 6 or 7 viewers that it can see, which would cover Twitch and Facebook. It doesn't count YouTube, it doesn't count DLive, and it
I
doesn't
thought it
count
did
the
count
other
YouTube.
one. No. They can talk to me on YouTube, but the
the
viewers
viewers.
don't count.
Are you streaming to YouTube also?
Yes, I stream to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, DLive, and
I
then
thought you
there's a
took
5th
D
one.
Live off there.
Well, am I live on
I
DLive?
don't think so.
Hold on, we'll
I
see.
think you took D Live off there.
When you get a chance, when your live goes off, I wanted to tell you about what's been going on lately.
Tomorrow, if we can't find a ride, does she work?
She works a double tomorrow.
Are you taking her
Can't find a ride where?
to the store?
What time do you
We'll
want to
worry
go?
about that later.
Well, he has to go.
Like, I got to be at the surgeon's office.
Anytime before.
Well, I
2
can tell you
o'clock,
right
I
now
can
they're not
take you
going to let
the
me in
store.
with you, so I'm just going to have to go back and sit with papers.
Well, whatever's whatever, but
Well, I'm just saying, like, she works from 6 to 9:30, and then goes back in at 2. And then I'm going to Kenton after that.
Yeah, right
So
now D
anytime-
Live is off
anytime
of it.
Before that, like noon, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, or maybe noon, 11:30 noon, I can do it.
Okay, well, it'd probably
As
be
long as
later.
I'm back in time enough to get her to work.
80420.
And we leave about
Yeah.
1:40.
So YouTube's live, Facebook's live, Twitch is live,
D-Live's not.
D Live is not.
I
So
told
I've
you.
got, actually there's 4 out, well no, it may be 3 out of 5 right now. What's this little thing?
Huh?
Is that what was left?
No, this is
That one's mine.
Oh.
White Boys. I just let it go out 3 times.
You had something on your chest you had to say.
That tastes funny.
Tastes like that shit Carrie had. Ooh.
Hey, do you have a pen?
What kind of pen?
That like that one?
Like a drawing pen?
No.
He's talking about, like, the other pen.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to try it. And my pen was dead. That was,
It depends. What flavor is it?
I don't know. It was a surprise from Shaggy.
Oh,
And he gets his shit legit, so it's no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it comes packaged with the stamp.
now. Are you sure your pen was dead and it's not a bad tip? Ah, it's too small. I can't.
It was dead.
I can't quite, you know.
It was dead. Because the light was flashing and lets me know that it was
Might as well have a little bit of fun, Fire Devil. I can't quite game unless we do some gambling, and I ain't got nothing on there
we
because my deposit don't hit until tomorrow, which it's a good one. It's like $575, something like that. The other night's winnings. What condition do you get your pot card for? My seizures. My seizures robs enough to cover for my weed or my medical marijuana card.
Oh, no, I'm keeping my eyebrows like that. They're good.
Hold on.
I'm good, baby. Oh, wait, is that his? Rob said TeamSpeak.
Oh, just let you know
Yeah, hold on, Rob. Let me turn it on right now. I got you.
the poster I put up. Everybody.
Alright, hold up.
Because you guys already know.
TeamSpeak server is on. All right, TeamSpeak server is now on.
I already knew that.
You should be able to connect into TeamSpeak. Let me turn it on here.
For what I'm about to do here soon. I'm shutting the world out. But I'm only fucking with those that fuck with me. Feel me?
Your playback device was not found. Press OK to apply.
I was gonna be a smart ass, but I wasn't gonna do
Okay,
it.
hold on, Rob. I cannot hear
that
you. You
post.
got to give me just a second
Oh, you
here.
didn't? Nah.
I was gonna be like, nah.
Right.
But I didn't know what type of mood you were in, so I'm like, I'm not gonna do it.
All right, hon. Grab me my headphones a minute.
Probably the only thing I really
But then
would've
you're
said
gonna
was
be able
that,
to hear.
But I
like,
can't
since you
get
already know
Rob
That's a fucking lie.
through that because it'll only play through the headphones because it's set up for Call of Duty, remember?
Why does
All right, give me 1 second, Rob.
look Chinese, bro?
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. You're live on the air.
Oh, no, I was just saying what's up.
Oh, no, you're good.
Can you hear me?
You're part of AGN, so you might as well be on the stream, too.
He's gonna have to mute your stream now.
Hold on, let me... Yeah, you'll have to mute the stream if you're watching the stream, Rob.
Is that better?
Yep, sounds good. What up, Havoc? Can you hear me? Well, let Havoc connect in, but I ain't heard him key up yet, so he's gotta probably set his mic and stuff. Tools, options, Havoc.
Excuse me.
Rob, hold on. Right here is the TeamSpeak server. Let me open this up. Hold on, Rob. I got you. We got a bunch of Robs. Hey, Fire Devil, do you have TeamSpeak? Go help that baby.
She said
Something about
She took her
Harmony's
Band-Aid.
being mean and took her Band-Aid, right.
Shoved Wamba to the ground and
User
sat on
disconnected
her.
from your channel.
But she just ripped Ray's Band-Aid off and smacked the area with the
4.208.
Yeah, go play. Your dad's live and they're all coming.
7.231 port
User entered
9987.
your channel.
Now there is no password on that, Rob. When you go to connect. Yeah, grab one.
You want one?
No, I'm
I didn't have to put no password in.
right. There's no password. Oh, my buddy Rob Meadows is trying to sign in with us to bullshit.
You got something to drink?
Oh, different route.
Yeah, another Rob.
Damn, who choking?
Shell, she just couldn't take it.
Goddamn woman.
I don't want to hear it because you do that every time you smoke.
Only dabs.
I tried.
It was a dab pin.
Where's?
And I got bronchitis.
Oh shit.
They said it was bronchitis, but I'm still sick.
Hey, Stubby.
Guess what?
There we go. What up, Buzz? Hold on,
You
Rob.
have to go stream too.
I already
I'm gonna.
on my phone. But I can see nothing.
What up,
so
guys?
pull up my thing.
Chilling,
You guys know
I'll be starting my
we all don't need to be here.
soon.
Hey,
I
goes
know,
my
bitch,
dad.
you have more followers than me.
You guys are making it seem like it's a girl.
Yeah, because you did. Yeah, but you didn't do that on Facebook. You told me on Facebook.
On Facebook? For white boy?
There we go, Rob. Can you see that, Rob Meadows? I tried to send it to you, but Facebook wouldn't let me send it.
They should just have a GoFundMe for a new thumb.
Dude, I need $50,000 because I can't handle you bitches no more.
Sorry, Shelly, you're not getting
I
the
can't
thumb.
handle them. I just ain't holding it.
I don't give a shit. I just need you to go and like it.
There we go.
You opening egg?
I mean, what you doing over there, Buzz?
Working.
I mean,
That sounded.
that does not sound like you working. I mean, I know you making a living, but that sounded a little bit sloppy, my man.
He be stroking.
Right. Well, that was a little bit more than stroking. He be choking.
No. I'm working. I ain't choking.
He ain't stroking, he choking.
You're disgusting.
It's 24.207 or 24.208.187.231 double dot 9987.
User entered your channel.
God, you need to come more often, Endo. You get a lot of love and support.
I get a lot of people around. We don't sit around and bullshit too often. You got to remember, Buzz, there's a few people that are popping in and out right now that's known me for 10, 15, 20 years. break him open. Dallas done tried to puke a few times now. He just ain't succeeded yet.
No, don't open it. No, don't open it. Don't open it. Don't open it.
Man, why you gotta open your motherfucking mouth and tell him to open it? Fuck that.
Don't open it. Don't open it. Don't open it.
Shit, you already know. I don't give a fuck. I can make that flap wave at you. Shit, I'm probably going to end up losing it, Havoc. They got me going out to OIO in the morning because it's already turning black before they even got to stitch it. Can I what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can all hear you.
Okay, just making sure I had to get everything.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm sorry I'm not doing no games tonight. I tried to cut my thumb off. Told the old lady no more dessert. She said no. No, I'm just playing.
She's like, give me your thumb.
Right. That's just like the other day, the whole no more dick comment, you know. Told everybody that the way I busted my head open was because I told her no more dick and she hit me with a frying pan. I split my own head open, though. I just blamed it on her. Well, shit, we had 9 people in there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 in there, 3 in there. Who left? Rob disconnected.
He said no more. Did you hear him? No more, no more, no more.
Right. Well, he don't want to see it. He knows if I open it, that I don't care that I will open it up. And he knows that if I open it, he don't want me to lose my thumb. Which I'm I don't know. We'll see tomorrow, but I don't want to lose it. We'll see. Hopefully when I wake up in the morning and they unwrap it, it's not completely black. I won't know until tomorrow. Right. Well, the on-call surgeon didn't even want to come in. She called the on-call surgeon and told him what was going on, explained it to him, sent him some pictures. He told her to tack it closed with a couple stitches, put a splint on it, and send me home, and he would see me at 8 a.m. that he wasn't coming in. Hold on a second, you guys. I got somebody giving me a follow, so of course, you know. Appreciate the follow, Mickey. Thanks for stopping by. All right, there we go. Now, what was you saying over there, Rob? Right. Well, I hope. Which I won't know until tomorrow, but... Did you go and look at the live earlier? They wouldn't let me put them stitching it on there, but she really didn't do nothing, you know.
You should have just had Shelly hold it.
Well, we was going to, but she also had some girl that was in there watching, learning. So it'd have been a little hard for Shelly to record it without them seeing them record it with 2 of them watching, you know. Yeah, hopefully they don't. Either way it goes, I should be good. I just got to figure out that space bar for when I'm playing Call of Duty now. That's my jump button.
So I'm saying that's your jump finger. That's an important digit.
Right. I kind of need that one. Well, even programming, you know, I still need my space bar. That's a real important digit for everything that I do.
If you're typing home row, you've got 2 thumbs under your space bar anyway.
Right.
Me personally, I always use my left thumb for the space bar.
Same with me. I'm always dominant on my left with it. But that's that whole being ambidextrous, you know. You get into using both. But I think it makes you a better programmer and shit because you're quicker at typing.
I don't use the home row.
She said you don't give her one. She cutting the
Right. If I tell you no cigarette, you cutting off digits instead of a thumb this time?
No, I told you I was gonna give you purple nipples.
You gonna give me purple nurples? Fuck that woman. My nipple's too small for that type of shit.
He'd rather have his shit cut.
Yeah, you heard how bad Mike got it.
Look where it landed.
Oh, hell no. No way. Look.
Everybody
It knew where it needed to be. What was that, Rob?
That's a 1 in a million shot right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Buzz went to. Rob, he's in and out, in and out. Havoc, I believe, is still streaming live right now, so he will disconnect us. That way, in case we start talking about something that can't go across his stream, you know. He runs a little bit different of a stream style than I do. With me, I'm me all the way around, straight open on all of it, talk about anything, everything, you know. With him, he's a partner, so he's actually got to watch some of the stuff that comes across. Which, I ain't no partner. I ain't ever come close to partner. I'm just a asshole pothead. Oh, that's Twitch. He's Facebook. Which, he'll be back in as soon as he gets, you know, he'll flip-flop it. That's how he's always doing it. Which, that's actually, he's down by you, actually. He's right there above Dayton. He's, what is that? It's right outside of Miamisburg there. But he's a streamer from down that way. I know once coming south, I passed the 270 ramps to go east and west. And then I go down it's either 3 exits or 4 exits and get off to get to his house. It's before I get to Miamisburg Dayton Mall exit. And it's before I hit the 3rd Street Route 4 exit coming south also.
So that would actually be in Dayton.
Right, yeah, it's Dayton area. I'm just not sure what the name of the suburb is right there. But he's only about maybe 5 minutes from the interstate right there also. Close as hell. Which he's a real good guy, which I've actually been telling him to holler at you because he's just now getting into mining and everything computers. He's always been a streamer on the consoles and shit, and he's got a couple nice systems, but it's not... He needs some help that's close. He needs somebody like me down that way. And you would be about the closest to help him with the knowledge that he needs, really.
Had somebody offer to sell the shop at 2060 today.
What they want for it?
I don't know. He told me to make him an offer. I don't think he's gonna like the offer I have for him.
Well, let's see here. 2060, you're looking at used. Well,
they go for 600 used.
600 used. You have no idea or any way to stress test it to see if it's still.
I had the time. We had to stress test it for 24 hours before we would buy it.
Right. You're gonna have to stress test the fuck out of that because if he's been mining on it, you know as well as I do, every little bit of mining knocks it down more and more and more. And then once you get in, stress test it, you yourself are doing a little bit of damage because you got to stress test it.
Just a kid.
I mean, 3.25 maybe?
I was thinking 250.
Right. Well, 250 because you can't guarantee anything on it. Nothing at all.
Well, the thing is, and I told him, you know, when he asked about it, you know, I run the Facebook stuff for the shop, for Ed's shop.
Right.
Why am I getting echo?
Hold on a second. Let me see. Because you're running a constant here. For me to hear you and the stream to hear you, I got you running through, so I got to turn my capture to where it's not voice activated. It's push to talk. There we go. Hold on. All right. Now give it a try.
That better? Yeah, now I can't hear myself.
Yeah, without being able to do anything used, he's kind of screwed there on any type of fucking GPU, really.
Micro Center scalping cards now.
Well, I've been looking up there for the 3090 because I want to get dual 3090s. That way I can do my SLI. But they're wanting 2,500 to $3,000 right out the door. Fuck that. That is not a $3,000 graphics card. That is 1,800 max. Max.
Well, if you think the 3090 is pretty much what used to be the Titans.
Dude, I was...
And the Titan cards ran about $2,600.
This bitch is thinking about a knife.
But even then, that's a little bit ridiculous, and you know that as well as I do. Especially when they dropped all them fucking TIs to the miners today and just fucking screwed everything ever since they dropped that. Like, why are you going to give the strongest GPU to motherfuckers that are ruining the fucking GPU industry all the way around?
The 3080 Ti ain't dropped yet. It's getting ready to, but you ain't going to be able to get one. The miners are going to snatch all those up.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the reason I can't find the 3090s right now, because that's the only thing close to what the 3080 Ti is going to do.
It's actually less than what the 3080. The 3080 Ti does what a fucking ASIC miner does.
And they're going to snatch them because they can get those fast, or get those off cheaper than what they can get the fucking miners for right now. Because if you go and you get a good amp miner, you're looking at a couple grand. Well, the one I just sold, Havoc, which is one of the things he's needing some help mining-wise on, is the ACS miner. But the one I sold him cheap as fuck. I originally bought it for $2,800. And I know that the updated ones now are anywhere upwards of $20,000 and $30,000 an amp miner. And that's without power supplies, without anything.
Did you see the guy that posted a fucking RTX fucking sniper bot on our fucking market the other day?
Oh, yeah. Well, did you see me going off on dude today? That's kind of why I dropped the post I did that got rejected by the other admins, because that motherfucker got a $1,200 computer talking about, give me $2,000. I give you a fucking nut and a fucking paper towel.
Oh, you're nasty. I'm going to grab the pop.
Yeah, I've been trying to watch what I say to a lot of the people that post that stuff, but I've been he wanted $2,000 for that fucking, what was it? They had a 1660 in it or a 1650.
Right, $2,000 for a next case that's $65 on Amazon, $145 processor with a fan on it, not even water cooled, with an AIO or anything. 32 gigs of basic DDR4, 2800 megahertz. Like, you're really asking $2,000 for this?
But even because he was selling the whole stuff, the monitor, the keyboard, mouse, body. He was still even if you'd have bought all of it new, you would have spent $2,000.
Well, hell, dude, you wouldn't even have spent fucking $1,500 because the monitors were only 60 megahertz monitors anyways.
Yep.
Like, okay, so he spent, what, $105, $110 per monitor. So there's your dual monitors and $650, $700 in a fucking computer case. Where's the extra $1,200 coming from, you know?
Yeah, I've been trying to back off with people, you know, not about whenever they post on PC Gamers Live, or you know, the PC Gamers, I just delete it and be done with it. But now on the other cell sites, yeah, I'm pretty notorious too.
Well, after I went off on, oh boy, my comment that got deleted and they didn't post it was, I could have swore y'all was done with the motherfuckers on here selling shit, trying to scalp and rip the rest of us fucking users off. I thought y'all was doing your jobs. And then, like, 3 seconds later, they denied it.
We've been keeping a tally of the offers that we've got taken off the PC Gamers. It's almost 300 people throughout all the PC Gamers.
Shit, definitely need to pull them fucking scalpers and fucking... It ain't worth it. The scammers are just as bad as the scalpers.
But like, dude, now fucking, dude, Micro Center is selling fucking 6700 XTs, which are garbage. That is the lowest end new video card. Dude, $900. From
Dude,
but you know what? Micro Center and Best Buy and all those places selling them for those prices, dude, the scalpers can't make any money.
I went to Columbus Micro Center. What was it? We went down there, Hunt, about a week ago. About a week ago. And they've got a list in there that I'm signed up on for the 3090. Now remember, I signed up on that list for the 3090 the day that I went down there and spent 10 grand and purchased that 690X crystal crosshairs case and the 128 gigs of RAM. That's the day I built the i9. All right, that was, what, a month and a half, 2 months ago now? And I'm still not even up that list in the top 20.
Now the 3070s and 3080s come in. The 3060s come in all the time. They get those 20 and 30 at a time.
Right. Now, I understand not the average person's going to come in there and spend $4,000 on graphics cards and come in and spend $2-3 grand every time they walk in the door. But you know what? There are assholes like me that only come once a week. Well, I'm going to spend $1 grand. I'm only there once a week, you know.
$4 grand a month.
Dude,
Yeah, but they vary.
I've spent
down here
a
in
couple
Fairfield,
grand
they
almost
vary
every time I've
double
went the last
30
couple of times.
Well, not last time we didn't spend a couple.
Like, Columbus Micro Center is nothing but a fucking joke, dude. You don't even understand. I hate dealing with these people. I'd rather be back down there in Sharonville.
Well, you know, Sharonville is well, the office is in Columbus, but Sharonville was the first actual store. All of them.
Well, I don't know if you've ever been to the one in Columbus, but
Yeah,
when you walk in there, imagine fucking Walmart with just everything thrown everywhere. It's fucking cluttered from end to end of the store. You can't hardly find anything that you fucking want when you walk in. You got to dig and search for it.
Yeah. But you know, the Sharonville store, that's their number one store.
Well, see, that's the one I've always used, the Sharonville. I love the Sharonville store.
But their office is in Columbus. You know, for overall for the whole United States, their office in Columbus. But the Columbus store was actually built second.
That's like, I bought that crystal case, brought it home, and it came with the AIO for the LED fans that come with the case, blah, blah, blah. 5-port AIO setup with it. It's got the power block and the light block for the LEDs. The fucking blocks are both dead and one of the fans were dead. And they wanted me to strip everything out of my case, bring the entire case back emptied, and then they would fix it. I'm not stripping a $10,000 computer apart to bring you a fucking fan and 2 modules. Give me the modules, give me the fan, or I'll buy it somewhere else. So I went on Amazon and I had to buy it all new on there because Micro Center up there in fucking Columbus wouldn't do shit for it.
Yeah, that wouldn't have happened down here. They would have replaced what you needed.
Like, I come in, that was a shopping trip that we literally spent like $9 grand. Like, I shouldn't have had to have done anything to strip out anything. If I can video chat you right now and show you this shit's not working, fucking get it to where it'll fucking work. You know, I just spent all that money for it. It's a fan and 2 modules. Replace that shit. Shit, I done fucked it up over there, Jeffrey.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna upgrade my computer or not.
Pop sockets, you better watch out. Don't tell your old lady
I
no.
like to, but I really don't need to.
Shit, I still haven't replaced the 2 modules in that. I replaced the one, and I just threw a spare one in there and left the old module still there. Like, I need to get in there, pull that out, but when I do that, I'm going to take them up there and throw them at the fucking dude that sold me the shit.
Yeah, that's like a $250 case, isn't it?
Dude, no. Try again. They made 100 units of the 680X crystal. That right there was a $418 case from Micro Center in Columbus, which you can't even buy it no more.
What's the crystal and the regular one?
The regular one is about, 8, maybe 9 inches in depth. This one that I've got, the 680X, is a dual base setup. So I can actually have the i9 5900 in one and then other side.
The normal 680X and the crystal that you had.
Nothing that I know. I don't know. I've never looked up a normal 680X to see what it looks like. I know the 680X was a single, wasn't it?
No, it's a big case like what you're talking about. It's one of the few cases that'll hold an EATX motherboard. Because it's really meant for somebody that has, you know, a motherboard that has 4 video cards. It's meant for the big motherboards.
Okay, the only difference I see is the top AIO and the front display. Instead of having 3 fans, I can fit 9 fans in the front of mine. And my AIO is in block going top to bottom instead of side to side. Welcome back, Rob. What you doing, Havoc?
I'm gonna go use the restroom break and I'll be right back.
Alright, go do what you gotta do. I didn't know Newport Red was smoking dope, but alright. If you say so, Jeffrey. Makes me want to go to fucking Toys R Us and be a kid again.
It's my brother's name.
Jeffrey? See, I couldn't, you know.
He was named after our father. His middle name was Jefferson.
Well, see, then that I can understand, you know.
We called him Jeffrey.
Do you want to scan? Sure, but I'm pretty sure I've already got all the updates. Yeah, you've got the latest version. Then why you been bugging me? Like, I hate that. It'll bug me for 4 or 5 hours straight. Check to see if you got the latest version. And, oh, you're good. Never mind. Motherfucker, just check.
Yeah. It's automatically check.
Right. Stop fucking bugging me. Just check the shit.
Send me a notification that I'm good, not a notification that you need to know if I'm good.
What you... Do what, baby?
You share with me.
Why am I sharing with you?
Your pop.
Did you see Mountain Dew?
I see you, Dr. Pepper.
I'll tell you what. It's Coke, baby. But if you'll go to the fridge and grab Daddy a Mountain Dew, Daddy will give you that Coke.
Okay.
Dude.
You know later it's going to be your fault.
Bean. Was it you that tried to clean up the blood over here? No? You didn't use a baby wipe and try to clean up the blood off the mat?
I didn't go over here.
Okay.
Dada.
Then who...
Upstairs, deciding if I should.
Now, Mike, you have...
Did I do that beforehand? Because you can see where the blood was. I mean, it's a big-ass fucking patch still here, but...
Yeah, I didn't clean nothing up.
I need to go get a new mouse pad now.
Just get some paint markers and I'll doodle something on there for you. It'll be very easy
No,
to cover up
no,
the
because that's stain, Bean. Look at that. Like, I can tell. I don't know if you can see this, but I can see it plain as day.
You can see fingerprints.
Like, that's a big-ass fucking blood puddle from a quick. As soon as I seen it, I grabbed it and ran. Like, that's how quick it bled that much.
Oh, my God.
Like, I straight took that artery out. Oh, it was, yeah, dude. That's the main blood vessels that run through your body that supply blood to your veins. There's an artery that runs through your arms. There's one that runs through your legs. Listen, it runs all the way down through your thumb and all the way back up. Through your armpit, into your heart, over, down into a leg, comes right back up.
You can see it perfect.
Huh?
You can see it perfect.
Somebody's talking about me.
But yeah, I sliced the main one. That's why I'll find out tomorrow if I lose it, but the reason why I may lose it's because I cut off all the blood circulation going into that thumb altogether. So right now I have no blood going to my thumb.
How you supposed to keep up with your gaming job and all that with missing a thumb?
I'm going to have to reprogram my space bar to another button. Which, that's the good thing about gaming and computering, is I can program anything I want to anything I want.
You gonna sit there and reach that button?
I put that motherfucker to a button underneath so I can just fucking slam my knee into that bitch. Run and jump. When you jump, you hit your knee on the desk. It makes your character jump.
So every time you stream it, I hear stomp.
That's all right. I told her when I want her and they're upstairs because they turn their TV up in their bedroom, I'm going to get her a doorbell. That way I can just put a button here and go ding dong.
Oh, that's fucked up. You
Well,
gonna
dude,
turn into Lurch?
like they turn that TV up so loud up there, and it's because in that room, fuck it, they just scream, they do whatever. They've got the entire upstairs, you know. So they just turn that shit all the way the fuck up, and you can't hear nothing, dude. You can sit down here and beat the fucking stereo and ain't gonna hear it.
Somebody come here and beat the fuck out of us. They wouldn't hear shit.
Come around here to the other side. Bring your chair.
I'm not moving the chair.
And roll me a goddamn doobie, baby. I thought your ass done left.
Alright, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Alright.
Hey, if you happen to see Stacia, get online. Just be like, hey, he left. He's on his way there. I'm already.
Damn, look at that, dude. Now you can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a new one tomorrow because that motherfucker goes all the way over. Shelly did it.
Damn, Shelly, why you keep fucking him up, man?
I keep claiming elder abuse, dude. Just nobody listens.
They're like, no, that's not her. Not at all.
Tom's Hardware.
I'm back.
Alright. See, I should have shopped around a little bit because, well, it's about anywhere from $265 to $350 for the regular 680X. But shit, I'm also seeing more than what I paid on some of these too. Christmas.com, $446.86 plus tax and shipping. All Stick Shop, that's fucking horrible. $501.28.
How come I can't hear you talk on Tinger or TeamSpeak? I see you moving your lips.
All right, can you hear me? It's the push to talk if I'm in another window. What I was saying is I should have shopped around a little bit, but I'm sitting here running through the regular 680X that they're offering.
Yeah, they're about between 250 and 300 normal.
Well, it's looking about 250 upwards to 450, 460. Christmas.com is fucking outrageous. I don't know who would pay that kind of price.
What is it for?
The same case it's not the same case I've got. It's the model
I
below.
get one myself, but I just couldn't justify spending.
Normal price is $250. Normal price for that's $250 to $300. They're charging $446.86 for this case. That's $300.
But that's the non-crystal, right?
That's just the 680X, which is one version below mine. Which the only difference is this is a single setup for the 680X that they're showing. Mine is a dual setup. I can actually put a second motherboard, graphics card, power supply, everything into the other side and run a dual system, because the way that they did it back in the day, you used to be able to run like dual server boards into a server system. Well, instead of having a shelf server that slides into a rack, they're called rack servers. It's a shelf. Throw your pop on top. But these rack servers, you always put two boards side by side. So that way you've got the graphics power to control for anybody that connects through it. You got enough RAM to control it. That's the hard drive. Everything was limited back then. So you had to use two boards. Well, that's what this is for, is a newer version of that with dual boards, which it's supposed to be dual Epics running on Epic boards, but I'm not doing the Epic servers yet. What was that?
Why would you even need to?
Well, why would I need 128 gigs of RGB Trident Z RAM either, though? I mean, you know better than that.
Yeah, but you're talking about something that uses ECC RAM for starters. Well, ECC RAM is 4 times the cost.
Oh, yeah. Well, if I ever do switch over to the dual server boards, it's going to be fucking ridiculous. What I'll probably do is I'll probably get another 5900X, and I'll probably mimic one side with the other and run it as a single system with the two or the dual setup. Which the only way to actually get the dual setup to work is I'm pretty sure it has to be the exact same models, exact same everything, don't it?
Well, you're talking about taking two computers and make it work like one? Yeah, it doesn't work that way. No, it's not a standard desktop computer anyways.
You sure can. You can run dual motherboards on a standard. You want me to send you a couple things on the process? Now, it is a pain in the ass, and it doesn't work like most people think that it would work, but it does work. Now, hon, you're going to have to come over here and help me. Well, you know the stuff, Rob, that I try to explain to you in person as I'm rambling at the house as we're going through and we're fixing your computer when I'm setting up your Call of Duty and all of that. That's kind of what me and him's running through right now is the jibber jabber ribberish of the computer side of that part of it. Hey, Rob, which one are you watching on? Are you on Facebook or are you just in here now?
I've got the Twitch stream up, but I'm not listening to it.
Okay, my buddy Rob Hatcher's over in Facebook, which he's a business owner here that's a brother of mine that rides all that I help him program his computers and set up his Call of Duty for him, everything, because he's not that computer knowledged. And he's talking about how he feels like he's listening to a foreign language.
That's just the way it is when you're talking to two people that know computers.
Right. Well, it's the same as like when me and Dustin will sit here and we'll talk about streaming shit and sitting to the side like,
blah, blah, blah,
right.
blah, blah.
That's what I get out of her is blah, 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 blah. Like she ain't even, you know.
Where's your charger?
My charger? Probably in my pocket. No, my charger is in my hoodie. Jacket pocket, hoodie, whatever. Yeah. Well, I think all my shit's in there, ain't it? I took it to the hospital, planning on them. What was that?
You watch Mortal Kombat yet?
No, I need to find a link to download it because I'm not going to go buy that HBO shit.
You still never found your box?
What box, baby? The box was in there.
Yo,
You tore it, don't you?
this person.
Well, of course I do. I just ain't found a good link for it yet.
Oh.
Yeah, but you're going to have to go out and meet them or something. Kids in the house. I'm not going to meet people,
I know. That's why I asked you.
But yeah, I got it. This is not what I asked for, but those will come in handy in a little bit. Right.
I asked for it.
Yeah, you can do the dual, but it's not. I would rather have the dual servers because it runs a lot smoother. There's no hassle, no problem, but it's not always that easy. Hold on. Can you hear me, Robbie?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it had me locked on my end, so I wasn't sure what it was doing here.
I just sent you a link. That's the exact copy I have.
All right, now, let's see here. Let me see. Of course, I'm going 1080p on it.
The link I sent you should be 1080p.
Well, there's a couple different ones here. I definitely don't want nothing no 720. I can go all the way up to 2160, which should be 4K.
Yeah, that's 4K.
But I've got no need for all of that because it'll just be one of the movies me and Shell just sits down and watches at the end of the night type deal, you know.
I only get certain movies in 4K. I'll probably get a 4K copy of that one.
Every
Get a
time
lot of feedback.
See, now it locked it open again, and I don't understand this one. Now I keep clicking the top one there, and it keeps bringing me right back.
Just telling you to download a VPN. White boy, hand me that jar.
Here. All right, I got one to finally work.
That's the client that I use right there.
I still use my uTorrent.
They just sent me a link to Facebook.
Yeah, that won't take me but 2 or 3 minutes to download. It's revving it up right now. Yeah, I still use my original uTorrent. I never even switched off it.
QBitTorrent's got a smaller footprint, and UBitTorrent itself, the main branch of it is paid now, so.
Got it all fuckered up. There we go. Her and that plug. Yeah, see, I don't use the page shit of it, but if you go in, you can still reconfigure it and turn your speed back up. All they do is knock it down.
Well, no, the problem is it, unless you're using
About 8 o'clock, Rob.
Actual uTorrent or not. Well, you get a little bit more than what you pay for.
Cheater.
I'm live.
I'm live too.
Hey, but I'm actually playing a game.
What you playing, baby?
Sims.
Sims?
The QBitTorrent, the one I use, it's got a smaller footprint for starters, so it's a lot easier on resources.
He's confident and wants to try something risky.
Right. I've always had fun and ease with that uTorrent. I've really never had no problems out of it. Now, when I switched up from, what was it? FrostWire, like, that shit was bad at the end.
FrostWire.
FrostWire got horrible.
And LiveWire?
LiveWire was, you know.
Yeah, I used FrostWire way back in the day after they shut out LimeWire.
Right, that's what we was just talking about was LimeWire too. Like,
The fact
I don't
that
know.
I remember that shit.
uTorrent is one of the best that I've seen throughout the years that's not fucking filled with fucking clutter though. Now that QTorrent, I'll check that out, see how it is.
MP3 juices to download sounds on your
Woman, if you wasn't fucking Napster, you wasn't fucking doing shit. Those days were fucking, oh my God. Talking about fucking gigs and gigs and gigs of music.
Like, you mean the days that me and Cass and Ray and you used to go to the library with fucking zip drives?
Oh, dude. There was fucking days that we would sit there and me and Cass would fill up fucking terabit after terabit, just fucking discographies. If we found a discography that had one song we didn't have, we took every bit of it.
I remember the first 20 gig hard drive we went to Microsoft. I was there with it. They said you'll never fill this up. Challenge accepted. Dude, we had that motherfucker filled up by the weekend. It was over. By the time the weekend was over.
On what, yours?
Yeah, that's why I was sitting in front of my computer.
And that was before we could really get broadband at home. So we would go to the library and he would take zip drives and put the discs in and just go down the line and just start downloading on all of them. And he would leave for a couple hours and come back and pick up all these discs and go home.
Right, they always thought the floppy disk would never get full when that motherfucker first come out. Dude, we destroy that shit now like it ain't nothing.
Zip discs, zip discs are at that time they were 25, 50 megs, 50 megs.
And now we filling up fucking 30, 40, 50 terabits of shit like it ain't nothing.
Well, I've got, just on my computer, I've got 8, 6, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 7, 6, 13, 20. I've got 20 terabytes just on my computer.
That's it. I've got, on one server, I've got two 12 terabit externals. I've got two 1 terabits and a 2 terabit internal. And then on Shell's computer, she's got a 1 terabit internal, a 12 gig external, and a 12 terabit external and an 8 terabit external. Mine here has a 2 terabit internal, a 12 terabit external, a 10 terabit external, and an 8 terabit external. Altogether, I'm roughly maybe 95 terabits to 100 terabits between the three.
What are you storing on all that though?
I've got everything from my designing stuff. Well, you got to remember, the 419 News Now that I run on Facebook and everything else, I have archives for almost 10 years now. That's for legality purposes. I keep everything archived back up. Right, that right there is about roughly 45 to 50 terabits worth of data that covers the group on Facebook plus the website for it. And then I have 20 terabits that is backups of media coverage from the 419 News. Well, I ain't got no feeling in it, and I got to go at 8 a.m. to the surgeon to see if they're going to cut it off. It's not too bad. I don't feel it. I smoked a couple doobies, so it's, But, yeah, I've got the storage running for that, so that's all digital backups of videos there. And then I've got about 10 to 12 gigs that is dedicated to just internet backup. So my router backs up into, instead of a floppy drive, or not a floppy drive, a USB drive. And then I've got, how much is on the GTA 5 server? I think I've got 10 terabits dedicated to the GTA 5 server. I've got, I think, a half a terabit to the TeamSpeak, because TeamSpeak's not going to take that much. It's just storing up the cache and the backup files, things of that nature. And yeah, it's going to suck if they cut it off, because that's going to eliminate my space bar. I ain't going to be able to jump. I'll jump. I'll figure out another way to set that up. Hotkey it to another one.
But with all those news backups, man, you're probably better off building you an ass.
Well, see, once I hit I got to check what the law covers, because of the type of site that I'm doing, with it being listed as an actual news.
More secure storage than stored on your computer.
Well, see, that's why I store everything local here, is because every time I've stored elsewhere off-site, I always have issues with it.
NASA's still local. It's just more secure than storing it on your computer.
Now, do they... well, it depends on how much the price is, too. That's another thing. I'd cut a lot of the price out with it.
To be honest, to build you it's not that much. I mean, you want to get SCSI hard drives. You want to get NAS tape, because you want to be able to read and write to the drives at the same time. So Because you know, with the drive you have on your computer right now, even you can't read and write them at the same time. You have to read or write.
Right. Well, I was checking. I'm sure you probably know exactly who I'm talking about. His name's Linus. He's out of Canada.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Right. Yeah, Linus Tech Tips. Real nice guy.
Really good tutorial building the homemade NAS.
Well, he's got one on there that's about 6-8 months old of this card that they got that allowed him to install 8 M.2s off to the side.
Yeah, but that's something that runs on server hardware.
No. He was running it on a 570X with a R9 3900, I believe it was. Now remember, it was a basic fit or 570X. It was a low class R9, and I'm pretty sure he only had like 32 gigs or 64 gigs of RAM running on that card when they used it.
Yeah, so that would use up one of your 16X lanes.
Right, but as of right now, in that computer that one is in, it's a i7 7700K with 64 gigs of RAM. It does have one of my 16 slots filled, but I'm pretty sure there's another one at the very bottom. So I could take that, drop 10 terabits into it, throw it in there, have the one that's already in there that's a 2 terabit.
When you're dealing with that, with PCIe, you got to worry about how many PCIe lanes the computer has. What did you say the computer was?
That one is the i7 7700K.
So that's, yeah, you don't have a video card in, right?
I do. I have that 8 gig 570.
So those cards take up a 16X lane.
Right, which I do have two 16Xs. One, it's a 16X, a 4X, and then another 16X.
Yeah, but it depends on the lane. The lanes that other 16 slot is normally only going if you've got a video card. 7700, I think those had 24 lanes total. Because that was the biggest thing with the new Ryzen is they actually got 32 lanes now. So that would mean that you would only be able to run that at an 8X, not a 16X. You wouldn't get no advantage out of it. You might as well use a regular hard drive.
Yes, but you're not going to get 8 M.2s in there. That just allows the capability of breaking it down the same amount of storage with less internal space having to be used. Instead of doing it to where it's 8 hard drives taking up an entire section of the backside of that bay, I can do it as 8 M.2s, have it 10 terabits per M.2, which would give me 80 terabits right there, and I could put it in there to where it would fit down there underneath that. It's got its own cooling to it. It's actually got the cooling pads. It runs off of the M3 cooling pad, I believe it is. The only thing I didn't like is that cooling pad attaches with that 3M tape, though.
You have to make sure it runs in 8X mode and run it on that. Now, if you run on the computer that you have, your computer has enough lanes for sure.
Oh yeah, that big 570X Pro that I've got's definitely got enough for it, but I don't use that for anything like that. I straight game on that beast. I don't host anything from it. I don't do anything on that one.
You said that was a 7th gen, right?
Yeah, 7700K. Here you go, baby.
Alright, so what you would do, because that processor has 28 lanes. So that would mean in order to use that card, you would put your video card in 8x mode.
Which I can handle that on that one, because in reality, that server, it hosts everything, yes, but everything that I'm hosting doesn't draw off the GPU. And the only thing that it does that would require anything from the GPU is it actually does the encoding and everything for the stream, all of that. Everything that I do through the big system gets caught visual-wise on the smaller server over there, and that's what distributes the stream out to Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, DLive, all of that. So really, 8x mode wouldn't be that bad.
PCI card? Is it in a PCI slot?
Yeah, it's in a PCI slot.
So that takes up 4 lanes itself.
Right, which that has to stay in, which puts me down to 22 lanes, 24 lanes. So it'd be what, 12? No, because the one, it'd still have to say 16.
16 plus 8.
Right, I'm going to have to do 16 and an 8 on the video card.
Put your video card in 8x.
Which ain't that bad, because I'm not mining off of it, anything like that. 8x is plenty enough for the encoding.
But that ain't gonna matter for mining. You gotta think a lot of the miners use the 4x risers to hook the extra cards up to anyways.
Right, which in reality, for the encoding part, I actually have 4x risers sitting over here right now that I could actually just take that, drop it into there for the video, because all it's doing is encoding. It's not hooked to anything but one screen for security purposes over there. Other than that, it's not connected to anything.
Yeah, I used to have this friend, and he used to get so pissed off because he always wanted to run 2 video cards. And he was like, "This pissed me off. I've got 2 16x video cards, and whenever I try to run SLI, I get a 16x and an 8x, or 2 8x's. Why? Your PCI lanes depend on your processor, and they haven't moved them past 28 lanes until this most recent run.
Right. I think I've got 32 lanes in this 570X or 570 Pro that I've got.
Now, a higher end board, actually the processor's good for, I want to say 48 lanes. Let me check.
Well, see, now you got to remember, search for 5900X, not the 5950X. I don't even like the 5950X because they're trying to charge too much money for the buck out of it. What's she doing, baby?
Getting cussed out.
By who?
Patience Jones.
Patient Jones?
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about?
She said, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to say this one time and one time only. Stop selling anything in my granddaughter's name. And a whole bunch of other stuff. But like, I texted her back. Tracy already knows. And we're charging cost of DVD, not the hours it took to make my cousin's video.
Who? What?
Apparently it's Malea's grandma. Maybe dude's mom.
No idea.
I thought all the proceeds go to the family anyway. If I'm not mistaken, right?
There is no proceeds. We're not charging for anything but the actual disc itself.
Oh.
Right.
Then I don't see where
All right, so if you have an your board is an X570, right?
Yeah, I've got the X570 Pro.
All right, so an X5, well, the Pro, that's part of the branding for the brand. It's the chipset is still X570.
Yeah, it's still the X570 chipset.
Your CPU has 24 lanes, and that X570 chipset offers another 16. Is it 16 or 18? 16. You have 24 plus 16 PCI Express lanes.
Right, so it's plenty powerful enough to do it if I was using it off of that one. But I don't use that motherfucker for nothing but my gaming and playing. Who else gonna spend 10 grand to play video games?
Have you seen my video game collection?
Oh yeah, yours is up there too. I already know.
I might not have it in the hardware, but I guarantee you I've got at least 30 grand in my games.
Oh, see, you don't even want me to start breaking out games, dude. I've got at least 8 grand just in the Steam, if not more.
Hold on a second. You ever use Steam Calculator?
No, I don't think I have.